Mile 22. So Mile 22, you might have seen ads for recently. It's directed by Peter Berg, which Peter Berg, I'm still 50-50 on him. Coming up on a couple years ago, he had a stretch where back to back, he made 2 movies I really love. But still, for the most part, his averages, you can flip a coin to find out which version of Peter Berg you're gonna get. Sometimes the coin comes up, hey, you're Peter Berg, you're talented. Other times, oh, you're 99-cent Michael Bay. We'll see which one we got from Mile 22. So Mile 22 is essentially an escort mission. Mark Wahlberg and his crew have to transport this person who has information, and his information will stop a terrorist attack or a series of terrorist attacks. So they have to escort this person from point A onto a plane to point B. I'm assuming it's 22 miles. They probably said it in the movie, but it was upon reflection of the title where I just realized it was probably 22 miles. And now waves of guys are trying to kill this person, so they gotta protect him while they're driving him down the road. And this movie had moments of fun in it. It's probably because of the premise. The premise is such a simple premise. It's hard to screw it up and not make it entertaining, which I feel like a lot of movies do though. It's an escort mission. Bring on the violence, bring on the gunfire, bring on protecting the dude. At the very least, we'll get some pretty solid kills in this movie. And there are some pretty solid kills in this movie. When this movie wants to be exciting, it's pretty exciting. I could go without the shaky cam bullshit during the action sequences though. It really feels like in a lot of action sequences, it was like, all right, punch, cut. All right, we're gonna reposition, go down to where you ended the punch. Great, now you gotta do another move. All right, arm lock. All right, cut. All right, now we're gonna move the camera behind him, and then you're gonna finish the next move, which is another punch, punch. All right, cut. So every action sequence looks very choppy. Lauren Cohen's in this movie, or is it Cohan? Usually Cohen has an E. I'm gonna call her Lauren Cohen, and if I'm wrong, well, I don't make fun of your accent, don't make fun of mine. I can't have an accent, it's what it is. Is it tomato or tomato? But I was glad to see her in something other than The Walking Dead, so she got to show another side of her in this movie. Or at least a more hardcore side of Maggie without the southern accent. But the setup in this movie was so great, I was instantly on board with her, Mark Wahlberg, their team, and their goals, and then things just start going downhill. Because Mark Wahlberg's character is just a dick in this movie. He's not even a likable dick. Like, if you're gonna be an arrogant douchebag, you have to justify it in your work and your actions. House is a douchebag, but he straight up saves lives and solves the puzzle. Sherlock Holmes is pretty much House, so same thing. Well, Sherlock Holmes was first, House was based off of him, so House is like Sherlock Holmes. I reversed it. Is it tomato or tomato though? But I feel like with arrogant dick, it's more than just soldier. You have to be intellectually higher than everybody. And although there's a beginning montage in this movie illustrating how gifted Mark Wahlberg's character is, he's intellectually on another level from the other kids. That's the only real reference to it. It's not like he solves puzzles. It's not like it ever comes into effect in the movie. The only thing you see in reference to it is that he has this rubber band on his wrist that he snaps. And it's fucking annoying. I don't need him to have a thing, just make him a good soldier. And if he's a good soldier, great, but that doesn't mean he's intellectually on some other level from other people. You can be a good soldier and not be intellectually gifted. You can be intellectually gifted and not be a good soldier. There's nothing he does to illustrate why they even put that in the beginning of the movie other than to have a rubber band that he snaps on his wrist that annoys you. It's not just him. It's like everyone needs a thing. Like one of the guys in this movie does that drunk test with his hands that cops will do to people when they pull them over. You can't just have the characters be the characters. They need a gimmick. They need a thing now. God, I'm really bagging on this movie. This movie had moments of fun in it. It also had annoyance in it. And I guess that's the most frustrating thing about this movie. If this movie had just leaned into the fact that it's a cliche premise, but we're gonna make it exciting. Is it gonna be groundbreaking? No. Are the characters gonna be groundbreaking? No. But we're gonna get it done. And we might just make a perfectly enjoyable movie in the process, damn it. But no, they had to overreach with their characters and make them do snappy, weird things. Characters were unlikable. Some of the editing choices just confused me. And in the end, they overreached and it compromised what should have been an easy success. All I'm saying is I'm not gonna remember this movie in T-1 day. Yep, already forgot. All right, so Mile 22, you haven't seen it. You didn't even know about this movie. But what's your favorite escort mission movie? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.